When I look at this, I think of Phoenix. For some reason, I don't know. It's kind of a homeless Rorschach kind of thing going on here with me. But when I look at this, I think of Phoenix, Arizona. Um, there was a rainy morning in Phoenix one day. And I went down to the Circle K to get my newspaper and my cup of coffee, as I usually did. Um, yeah, it was it. No, yeah, I think it was morning. And out in front, as there usually was in Phoenix at the time, there was like a collection of men and young men and stuff. And I was like, so I went in and, got my paper and my coffee and I headed out. It was starting to rain, and being the natty daddy that I was at the time, because I had my own apartment, mind you, I thought, oh hey, maybe one of these men in front of Circle K might want to be rescued by this natty daddy and share breakfast together in his personal property. So I asked around, and everybody, there was like a collection of men, and I was like, nobody said, oh, no, 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 no. And mind you, the rain is getting harder, and the forecast is not good. It's going to rain all day, and it's just not going to be pretty. You got to get out of this. And it's like, I'm like, all right. And there was one guy in like a mental ward pajamas. It's like just escaped from the mental ward, okay, or a hospital. He had on like patient, jammies and stuff. And while all the other guys didn't say a word, oh no, I got somebody coming for me. Oh no, I gotta get back. Yeah, hey, I'll go. Where do you live? He's the only one that stood up. This guy about 20, 25 years old. Wearing these like, patient PJs from some hospital or mental ward. I didn't know which. So, I let him back and to my place, to my shelter. And and he stayed there the morning. I made him breakfast, eggs, bacon, newspaper, the whole, showers available. Although, he had heard, I'd been on the street of Phoenix for some time, so he had probably heard about me and my predilections for men. So he wasn't, too game on taking a shower, so. Anyways, but it was offered to him, but he had no problem eating breakfast that I served. So later that day, about noon or so, the rain subsided. He headed out and made his way back into the world. But all the time he was with me, he was like real skittish and real, and I couldn't, impose upon him enough that it's okay. It's okay. It's like, it's okay. I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to, I'm not going to rape you. I'm not, I'm not going to, You can watch as I make your breakfast. You know, I'm not putting arsenic in it or some Bill Cosby tranquilizers or anything. I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer. It's like I'm just a neighbor living in this apartment that I'm being persecuted in for stinking like Aqua Velva. But, you know, it's pouring down rain here for some reason in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona. And I just want to offer anybody who's standing outside a Circle K shelter from the storm, man. You know, it's just humanity. It's just common decency. Now, what happens from that? Hey, I'll roll the dice, because I have nothing to do that day. So hey, except be persecuted by the disability senior, access program that was running the project. So, but anyways, it's funny, it's sad actually. It's this maintenance building beside the shelter here in the park in Bexley. A lot of the guys use it here for electric because they have like electrical outlets. You can power up phones, you can power up tablets, you can power up whatever you need to power. They have it in front here, and they have it also on the side. So one evening, I came upon a young man here sitting amongst all this trash, with like a cell phone in his hand and the cord connected to the outlet that I suppose was working the day and time. And I said, hey, man, it's like the outlet in front is available. He said, oh, that's okay. I'm there, man, how can you stand the stink of this trash? It's like, hey, it don't bother me.